I have been acting now about 5 years.
Okay.
And my background is actually, I got into commercial. I liked acting, but I got into commercials first. And I'm going to be honest with you, because somebody said you can make a lot of money in commercials. And that's really why I started getting into commercials.
Yeah.
So I went to an open call for the Daniel Hoff agency. And I guess I got lucky because I ended up getting signed. And the owner, Daniel Hoff himself, said he wanted to sign me because he said I had a great personality and that he felt I was very creative. And I quote, "Mike, but I can tell you don't know what the hell you're doing." I took his class and got hooked and decided to take every single one of his classes. And then it turned into me taking every commercial class I could and reading every commercial book I could, and turned into TV and things like that. But I was interested in it because I did I did 2 plays back home in Florida.
Okay.
But, the plan was to move out to LA and, try to pursue it. But then I got sidetracked, started doing actual business stuff. I mean, it was good.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then when I got here, I was doing the background hustle full time.
Okay.
I'm talking about back in the day when it was $72 for 8. So full time. And I ended up booking a voiceover gig again, not having any experience. I guess it's just been one of those type of careers. And I went to Singapore for 2 years. Then I came back.
Okay.
And then I started acting. The success I had in commercials is, I think it's 100% cause and effect. It's like a lot of people are saying, "Mike, you're on fire. Mike, you're lucky." Or Mike, I honestly just think I just know more than most people. And because clearly, I mean, look, I have this regular, I have this look that, hey, he could work at Target. That's, or he can also work at Champs. He can also, it's just a regular look, but it's because of little, like just things you learn and not following one teacher, just getting all the information and kind of just making my own technique. So I honestly just think I just know more about the commercial process, but studying the business side of it is really what helped me the most. Well, I joined Acting Resource Guru because I heard about you, Asia Ray. And I felt I needed like a community because I was just doing this on my own and was trying to, and it was fine, but I just wanted to get around some like-minded people because I guess I wasn't really around any. So I wanted to be like held accountable, and I wanted to, because I guess this answer is all over the place, but I booked my first co-star role from using Acting Resource Guru.
Okay.
So that's why when I found out about, they have a list, they tell you where every casting director workshop in the city is every single day. And then I found out about you, and then I said, why not? Because I need to, I just need to learn more. So in the community, I like the calls and listening to everybody else and what was going on and what they were doing and what it just gave me I ended up shooting a scene with somebody in the group, and that scene is actually used to submit me for things, and I get called in using the scene with somebody I met who also needed a scene. So it just was a great community. My most recent win is actually a co-star role on All American, and it made me realize the importance of relationships, which actually a lot of people overlook as far as looking at this acting career as a business. And that is considered customer acquisition, like getting people on I used, the software, look at the LA workshops. And that's actually how I've been able to book I made those relationships with people, and they call me in and I booked it. And then it's not just one booking. It turned into, I just read yesterday for the exact same casting director that booked me for All American. And this casting director reminded me that All American just got picked up for season 2 yesterday. So even though it was a co-star role, she said, so if we end up back at Crenshaw High, because I was a teacher there breaking up a fight. She said, so if we end up back at Crenshaw High, and she just went like that. So who knows? It could lead to more. I saw Will Smith's IMDb, and I said, wow, he's got a lot of things that he's not even acting in. So ironically, somebody came to me and had brought a script, and I said, wow, that actually is an amazing script. And they just needed some help funding. So, you know, instead of doing stupid stuff with my commercial money, like I did the first time I got some money, I said, let me at least do something, you know, and I put it into, you know, some money into the, that film. Ironically, the guy who filmed my, my scene with somebody in the group, he shot the scene for us. And he said, I have a movie idea. And we, he shot it, and I was just supposed to be a producer. And then it turned into me. Then it turned out, Mike, we want you to be a voiceover on the phone. Then it turned into, Mike, actually, we changed the script again. Can you just have a small part in the movie? So we did that, and we ended up, we got it in a theater in Glendale on an actual movie theater screen for a week. And now it's available. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free. If there was somebody that was considering quitting or doubting themselves or something, anything like that, the advice I would give is go back to why you started in the first place. Like what made you want to, you know, be in this industry, and get specific, because I've realized that's why a lot of people are just floating around. You know, there's no specificity. Everybody, like, how you see how you asked me what my dream career or dream role would be. Now I kind of know what my thing is. So I know what to say no to, because it's not lined up. Because if you don't have any specifics, if your goal is something like, I can't wait till I make it, and if somebody asks you, what exactly does making it mean to you, and you can't answer that, it's like, so, you know, so do you want to do TV? Do you want to do comedy? Do you want to do film? Do you want to, you know, so getting more specific with what you want to do. Now you actually can hit some targets, because now, you know, if I want to do comedy, let me go train with these people and make these connections. You know, it's more specific. Get more specific will also help you with what casting directors to target, because you'll find I've found a lot of people take workshops just blindly. Like, you know, it's like you'll never get called in on that show, or, you know, so now you can focus your money, your time, and things like that. And also this just doing your own things, like just all these other projects, like how I have these other things going on. They don't seem like they're related, but they've opened up doors for acting, ironically, the things that have nothing to do with acting. So, yeah, you know, just being able to stand out, and like a few agents have wanted to sign me off of things that weren't acting related. It's kind of like, wow, you know, you've got, just because you've got things going on. Absolutely. Like, so that's what I would say. Oh, and Viola Davis specifically told me on Scandal, yes, had my one line. She specifically told me that, she said, although it sounds very generic, just don't stop. She said, had I left 3 years ago, or, well, you know what? They're in season 5, 6 years ago. Had she left 6 years ago, she wouldn't be on How to Get Away with Murder. And it's as simple as that. Right. It's like, if I wasn't here, I would never have got the opportunity to do that. Absolutely. So just staying in there. And ironically, when I was doing background, Don Cheadle told me the same thing. He said, you just have to not leave. So, but that time that you're here, it's not, don't just think, well, if I just live in LA, it'll happen.
You have to put in.
Yeah. So you have to do something. Yeah. So that would be my advice.